second or to the third?
I will go to the third. Because that seems like a place I don't want any terrorists to be in.
So probably the same thing. You approach the door, listen for a moment if anybody inside. You don't hear anything. It doesn't look like anybody's in there.
Then I go ahead and open the door and hide behind a corner.
So yeah, the thing that's important here are the controls, and they allow to adjust the station's environmental parameters. Basically, if a character would head tech astronautics or tech medical, you could adjust the parameters. Like for example, you could depressurize a section of the station or change local temperature. But the panic civilians above, they might not react kindly to such hazards. And also, your intuition tells you that it will be like quite a check, like minimum 10 difficulty.
Then I will go check 2.
Okay, give me a moment. Yeah, you definitely, like, there's no shouting, but you can hear on one, like, the talks between probably terrorists, like, fucking guys, why don't we kill the rest? And there's like, we might need those in case something happens. And like, that's one. And the second, you hear like a quiet, almost barely like hearable, like whimper crying of a person, probably a civilian.
Yep. I open the door and barge in with both guns drawn and say, something has happened, and open fire.
I will give me a stealth roll to see if they will be surprised or not. Like if you get 7 or higher, it will be okay. I just want to see the roll to see if I wanna give you a surprise round or not. Oh my god, and you doubled off. Yeah. Yeah, you get surprise round. They're like there's 5 let me tell you what's going on. Basically there's cramped quarters that force 6 of the maintenance crew to sleep here on 3 bunk beds, and even before you start firing, in the far corner you see that the 3 of them are dead, lying in the corner, riddled with bullets, and 3 others are cowering under the guns of 5 and yeah, they're like, some of them are like frozen, and one of them is like beginning to move, like, what the fuck? And at this point the shot goes off.
Both shots? Or am I not allowed to do that?
Yeah, you are.
Awesome.
So you can make 2 attack rolls, but like I think in one of them you get 1 less modifier. Terrorists have AC 9.
Alright. There's the thermal pistol.
Sadly that's a miss.
Yep. And then the normal pistol, and I'll just take off the dex modifier for it.
Did you include the bonus? No, even if you weapon name. No, I think no. I think it's okay, it's correct.
Ah!
Wow.
This is gonna suck.
But that was surprise round, and they're like, and because that's normal round, you still get to act first. So you like take a shot, they're like missing them, but you still get like, you are still clicking the trigger, and they are like just shaking off their like the the surprise, motherfucker, and they're like, you see that 3 of them are beginning to aim at you, and 2 of them are starting to like aim the weapons at the hostages.
Do I get a phrase shot in the surprise round?
Each round, surprise round is a round, so you can, each round, at any time during their turn, you can use Fray die to hurt an enemy.
Alright. I will then deal 6 to one of the ones aiming at me.
Okay, so the way they are placed, I'm gonna say you hit him like so hard the bullet goes through the head of the one of the guys that aims at you, and then goes to the back row when it hits and kills the one of the 2 guys that was aiming at hostages. So there are 2 guys aiming at you left and 1 guy aiming at the hostages left.
I shall.
And yeah, that was your turn, so now they get theirs.
But now it'd be my first turn. Because that was
right,
the
because you
surprise round.
spray die on the surprise round. Forgot about that, yeah. Now it's, yes.
So then I'll attack both of the ones shooting me. Because, sorry civilians, but I'm more important than you.
Yep. Yeah, basically that's how they've written in Stellar Heroes, that with the Fray die and the bonuses, like mid-level hero that level 3 or 4, he can mow down like small legion of like minions and enemies.
Well, that's kind of like how it is in sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
And it helps that I'm like the lucky bounty hunter hero guy.
Yep. Okay, so give me those. Yep. Okay, so
25 for 3.
Yep, so the second guy that was aiming at you, she's like, blam, like through his heart, and he's like, oh fuck! He doesn't even like, and he like falls down.
Alright. So that leaves 1 shooting at me and 1 shooting at the civilians. So then 22 for 4.
And you were hitting which one?
The one shooting at me.
The last one shooting at you. Okay, so sadly you are not able to aim that way that you will be able to take 2 of them at the same time.
Yep.
So the last one aiming at you is like bullet goes through his eye and like parts of the brain spray.
Then I yell at the last one, "Shoot at me, you coward!" As I like try to like dive behind a corner or something.
That probably would be a skill check of sorts.
Persuade,
Give me
perhaps?
a moment. Yeah, I think in as when taunting goes under persuade too. Yep. You can make a persuasion roll. Although the difficulty would be, I wanted to say difficulty would be 10.
Oh, then the difficulty would be 10.
Okay, so if you're not using anything, then
How often do I get the fancy reroll?
once per hour of the game,
Alright,
like the real life.
then I'll go ahead and use that.
So the next reroll you will get at my time zone 9:32 p.m.
Alright. And that one's worse.
Yeah. Like sadly this guy, like both in fear and like pumped by adrenaline, he's just like making like a spray and pray. But he still needs to roll to hit, because he still might be so shaken he might miss them, even if he gets +9 to hit them from their. Give me a moment. Okay, attack 1. Okay, so total he gets, and he only gets like only gets 1 of the hostages. and he hits one of them. And he's using some machine gun. Although, yeah, one of the hostages just like, you see like few bullets go into him, but you didn't see any bullet going through heart or head. So there's a small chance he might be alive, but yeah, he got it. And then he just like moves like slightly away from them and like starts pointing gun where you were, and like, come get some. And as you like probably squeezing the trigger, you get your turn to actually
Alright.
get him.
Then I will go ahead and go and get some.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think I need to fire my pistol.
Yeah, you just like. You said somehow you managed to overclock the power source of the thermal pistol, and when it hits his head, the head evaporates. Like there's neck and there's like a trail of smoke. There's not even blood because the wound is immediately cauterized.
Yep. Then I will go and check on the hostages.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, maintenance workers are all male, and one of them is like, he like backing up into a corner, like trying to push himself into a wall, and like he's crying, and the second one with like tears in his eyes, and he's like over the hostage that got hit, and he's like with like a voice that he's trying to hold back his tears, like, come on, Mike, come on, man, don't die on me.
How many of you guys are named Mike?
Oh
Damn.
wait, the last guy was named Mike. Okay, so this guy is named Jack.
I mean, it'd be hilarious if they were all like clones and all named Mike or something.
No, I just forgot what I named the last.
Yeah.
So he's like, come on, Jack, don't die on me. Obviously, they all don't have either medical skills nor they have equipment to deal with injuries.
I'm not good. I'm good at making holes, not fixing them. I can open the door to the service access hall, and you guys can like drag him up there and see if you can get help. But besides that, he's probably going to die.
Oh, he won't die. I won't let him die. Come on, Bob. And he like, the Bob is the guy in the crying in the corner, like, we're gonna have to save him. And they're like, after a moment, they like take him, trying to as quickly get to the service access. And in the meantime, you continue your way to 4,
Yep.
5. Okay, so let me check. Is there anybody in the? Okay, so in the 4 there's. No wait, that's. Okay, so 4. It's a supply storage. You can see that there's a large stocks of sheet metal, wiring coils, other bulky, low value supplies. They are being. And yeah, that's basically it in the storage. And as the corridor goes, as I don't know, you like position yourself in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah, you see that at this corner near the cubicle C, there is a terrorist lookout. He's facing his back is to you.
I can't decide pragmatic or hilarious. Which way should I go? I'll leave it up to you. Pragmatic or hilarious?
I mean, you can roll tactics because he's kind of close to location 7, and you remember what can be at location 7.
Nope, not Constitution this time.
Yeah, assuming they set up main defense at location 7, if the guy, the lookout, gets a chance to like scream or get a shot off, some guy at 7 might hear that and investigate.
Alright, then I will try to stealth up to him and then just like shoot him with my thermal pistol.
So give me a stealth check.
That's a horrible one.
Good enough.
Okay.
Like, he wasn't really expecting that somebody will come from the location where his buddies into were.
Yep.
Like, you managed to get behind him and then you just put the weapon to his head.
Well, I don't need to do it to his head, so I just like put it to his back and fire.
Okay, you don't really need to make a roll to hit. Mechanically, you can say you just used Frey die because even one on the Frey die just kills him outright.
Just like I imagine if I put it in like the general area of some vital organ and fire, he's going to die.
Yeah, it will just burn through his like. Even if it burns through his liver, it will just the shock from the pain will just like.
Knock him out at least.
It will be like a small squeak and then like, and then he just falls down.
All right. And can I open like? Are the rooms labeled more than A, B, and C?
Give me a moment. They're only labeled as that, and you can see that cubicle doors, they are sealed, but the security crew's pass card will open them.
Alright, then I will go ahead and open one of them one at a time, gun raised, just to be sure.
Starting from
A.
Okay, so in A, you see that the cubicle contains microchips and electronics parts. They look. Give me a moment. Do you have does it skill for appraisal or something? No, but still I can. No wait, that would require a business roll to actually figure out how much worth they. But they are like minimum like 1 or 2, like we are talking about thousands of credits worth of costly microchips and electronic parts.
Then I will go ahead and close the doors and open B.
Yeah, and B, you'll see there's like a, and then like she, you see that's a female, like she'll put her hand or her on her mouth, and she's like, don't shoot me.
I quickly put my finger up to where my mouth would be.
And she's like, okay. She's like breathing heavily, like she was really scared by you.
And then I like go and point back at like the storage room.
Okay, so like she goes.
And then I check C. After closing
in C, there's the same thing as A. Microchips and electronic parts.
Then I close them both. Well, I drag the corpse into C, then close the doors.
Okay. Obviously, no wait, there's no blood because the thermal cauterizes wounds. Yeah, so we just drag the body there and like no body. Although there might be like on the like if they inspected it, there might be some like burn mark on the floor, but otherwise there's no blood.
It'll at least take them longer to discover that.
Yeah, because like because there's
seeing the dead body.
Yeah, because there's a lot of burn marks and like bullet holes from the fight when they took over the station.
So it'd be. They might think he just like went off to do something more than guard. So then I will go back and talk to the lady. And I will lift up my visor and ask her if she's the secretary.
The director? Yes, I am the secretary. My name's Claudette.
What was that?
Claudette, that's her name.
Claude-
I'm gonna
Claudette.
write it down.
Okay. Ah, okay.
And director is named like that.
Alright. Claudette, do you know where the director is?
She's like, perhaps if they want to do what I think they want, the like computing core access. And director, that's, I don't understand. I so rather heard director like he demanded coffee from his captors and they like obeyed him. Like, what's going on?
Well, there's always the chance he might be one of them.
But she's like confused and scared on the prospect. Like, but why would? And she's like getting quiet. Like, why would he? I don't understand.
People do a lot of weird things for money.
I don't know. Like, as I said, he might be in computing core access.
Yep. I'll go check it out. However, I'd like to know if you can go to the environmental controls and seal off the primary entrance. You don't have to do anything to, like, kill them inside. Just keep them trapped in the room.
Would secretary have a skill in that? I mean, I can try.
Alright. Then
Okay, I'm gonna say that, well, she's not really a technician, but she works long enough on the station that perhaps once or twice she was tasked to change something, so let's see. Well, you ask only for sealing the doors on the 7, so should be good enough.
Alright.
Okay, so she goes there to free, and what are you doing?
Just sealing all of the exits to room 7.
Yeah, but she...
What am I doing specifically? I go back over to 9, and then go up to 8.
Okay, the 8 is... well... that was a sort of the stairway, and... basically, a dozen of our unfortunate technicians and civilians were caught up in the terrorist attack. Of course, CFF didn't need all the hostages to slow down a response, so the excess was shot against the wall here. The stench of death is thick, and the blood congeals in the cold pulse on the...
I'm glad I'm wearing a vac suit.
Basically, the pack of the ammunition they used for the murders has been left here. It has 60 rounds of projectile ammunition in it and a pair of frag grenades forgotten under the rounds.
And what kind of rounds are they?
Projectile ammunition.
Okay. Well, I'll happily take the frag grenades, even though I probably don't know how to use them more than pull the pin and throw. But I'm sure I can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think throwing grenade... I don't remember what kind of combat skill is for grenades. And grenade is... let me check the damage. I think it was 2d6, but I might... Okay, grenade is tech level 3 weapon, attribute base of dexterity, range 10 to 10/30, and damage is 2d8.
At the very least, if I can't figure out how to use a grenade for whatever odd reason, I can at least throw it and...
I mean, to be fair, it's
freak 'em
only
out.
tech level 3 weapons,
Yeah.
so...
Like, if for whatever reason my character didn't know how to use a grenade,
I know,
you probably know what one was.
it would be probably based, like the skill used to that would probably be primitive weapons.
Yeah.
Wait, it is primitive weapons because grenade is under primitive weaponry and armed attacks table.
Okay. At least say, because grenade is probably above being primitive, would probably be counted as energy.
No. It's grenade. I look at the
Okay.
core book. The grenade is in the table for primitive
Okay.
weapons.
That's fine. I was just saying.
Yeah. So if you want to use it, then you will get like only -1 penalty from the skill.
All right. Which, just as long as it's not near me, that -1 is that big of a deal with a grenade.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will go listen at the door to 10.
Yeah, because it's like the corridor like shapes and the room is kinda big, so it will be kinda hard to hear anything, but you might make a perception.
Perception. That would be wisdom.
Wisdom based, yes.
4. I don't hear shit.
You don't hear shit because you hear like not constant, but like in very specific intervals, like every few seconds, there's like a sound of like steam hissing.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and open the door and move up to the corner. Yep.
Because as you enter, basically it will be really easy to be stealthy. The room is full of steam from the coolant buffs here, and visibility is limited to 3 meters.
9.
Okay, probably with the environment you get like +1 condition modifier, so total of 10.
Alright.
Okay, so basically as you're like sneaking, taking away and like listening very hard and trying to spot through the steam, in the room there are 3 normal terrorists standing between the 2 coolant buffs. Yeah, they're like showed on the map.
Like, here?